Meta just signed a 20-year nuclear power deal. And they're not alone. Every time you ask ChatGPT a question, it uses 10 times more electricity than a Google search. 10 times. Now multiply that by billions of queries happening every single day. That's why Facebook's parent company Meta just locked in nuclear power for the next 2 decades. The tech world is in the middle of an energy crisis that nobody's talking about. And the solution? It's not solar panels, it's not wind farms, it's nuclear reactors. Right now, AI is reshaping everything we do online. But there's one massive problem. These AI systems are absolutely ravenous for electricity. Training a single advanced AI model, we're talking about using 30 megawatts of power. That's enough electricity to power 20,000 homes. And that's just for training. Once these systems go live, they need constant power 24/7 to answer your questions and generate those images you're asking for. The numbers are staggering. By 2030, data centers in the US could consume up to 9.1% of all electricity. Think about that. Nearly 1 out of every 10 watts of power generated in America will go to data centers. Goldman Sachs research forecasts global power demand from data centers will increase by as much as 165% by the end of the decade. This isn't sustainable with our current power grid. Wind and solar are great, but they don't work when the wind isn't blowing or the sun isn't shining. And AI never sleeps. It needs power every second of every day. So what are tech companies doing? They're going nuclear. Meta just announced they're buying power from the Clinton Clean Energy Center in Illinois. Starting in 2027, this nuclear plant will pump clean electricity straight to Meta's data centers. We're talking about a facility that generates over 1,000 megawatts from a single reactor. That's enough to power 1 million homes, now dedicated to keeping your Instagram feed running and Meta's AI humming along. But here's where it gets really interesting. Meta isn't the first to do this. Microsoft made headlines when they announced they're literally bringing 3 Mile Island back from the dead. Yes, that 3 Mile Island. They're restarting the reactor to power their AI operations. Google signed a deal with Kairos Power to bring their first small modular reactor online by 2030. Amazon is investing more than $500 million in 3 nuclear projects. Why nuclear? It's actually perfect for what these companies need. Nuclear plants run 24/7. They don't care about weather. They don't need batteries. They just produce massive amounts of clean electricity, constantly. And unlike coal or natural gas, they do it without pumping carbon into the atmosphere. This is bigger than just keeping ChatGPT running. These deals are literally saving nuclear plants that were about to shut down. The Clinton facility Meta is partnering with, it was on the chopping block. Economic pressures were forcing it to close. Now it has a guaranteed customer for 20 years. Those 1,100 jobs at the plant? Saved. The $13.5 million in annual tax revenue for the local community? Secured. And Meta's not stopping there. They're looking to add between 1 and 4 gigawatts of nuclear capacity. To put that in perspective, that's like adding 4 more massive nuclear plants just for Meta's AI operations. The timing couldn't be more critical. Without these nuclear deals, tech companies would have to rely on fossil fuels to meet their growing energy needs. Every new data center would mean more coal and gas plants firing up. If new clean power isn't added as data centers are developed, the US runs the risk of browning the grid. This nuclear renaissance is happening fast. In July, the Wall Street Journal reported that a third of the US's nuclear power plants were discussing deals with tech companies. We're watching the biggest names in tech essentially become energy companies. They're not just buying power anymore, they're investing in reactors, funding new technologies, and reshaping America's entire energy landscape. What does this mean for you? Well, AI is about to get a lot more powerful and a lot more widespread. These nuclear partnerships mean tech companies can scale their AI operations without destroying the planet. Your future AI assistant will be powered by the same technology that lights up cities. But it also means we're entering a new era where tech companies are so massive, so power hungry, that they're single-handedly reviving an entire industry. Nuclear power, left for dead just a few years ago, is now the hottest investment in Silicon Valley. The race for AI supremacy isn't just about who has the best algorithms anymore. It's about who can secure the most nuclear reactors. And right now, American tech companies are locking up every available megawatt they can find. Think about what you just learned next time you use AI. That response you're getting, it might just be powered by nuclear fission. The future is here, and it glows in the dark. What do you think about big tech going nuclear? Drop a comment below.